I'm Elliot Rodriguez, and this is your CBS Miami News Brief. Right now, let's get a check of our travel forecast from Dave Warren.
We'll have travel troubles here in the Northeast. Developing storm. It's now over the Midwest. As it moves east, it'll really intensify and bring some rain, snow, and even very gusty wind to areas from the mid-Atlantic all the way up through New England. As far as the southeast goes, well, that front pushing south will bring in slightly cooler temperatures. In Jacksonville, 75. It's still pretty warm in Miami, where it's into the upper 80s, 50s and 60s a little farther north. Storm just off the coast, bringing some rain and snow and a very strong wind to Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. Might have some travel issues there if you're flying into or out of that area. Pretty clear across the Midwest, and just a little cool in Fargo, 60s in Oklahoma, 59 degrees in Little Rock. Storm off the Pacific coast, bringing clouds, showers, and even some snow in the higher elevations from Seattle all the way south through Los Angeles. Back to you.
Louis Bassi has become the it place on Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. The restaurant is known for its hip setting, great bar, and truly authentic Italian cuisine. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo shares a meal with the man behind the name.
Chef Louis Bassi is the man behind his namesake popular restaurant here off Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. It's part old world Italian, part hip modern eatery. This 10,000 square foot restaurant with seating inside and out has become the neighborhood hotspot. My favorite place to sit? In the piazza, dining al fresco.
Some say Italian Villa, or some say a backyard in Brooklyn somewhere.
Could be a little of both.
My goal was to really open a restaurant that was a foodie restaurant. You know, where chefs go to eat on their days off, and having people from Miami coming up and just have that atmosphere and that culture of a real Chicago, New York style restaurant where people are eating and having fun.
Back in the kitchen, Louis is preparing two dishes he planned for the South Beach Wine and Food Festival's Barilla Italian Bites on the Beach. First, it's hand-pulled mozzarella.
We're going to just pull it until it's nice and soft and tender. Then we're going to submerge it in ice water that is salted.
He serves it with baby tomatoes and aged balsamic vinegar. Prepare it with their classic steak tartare.
We're going to mix truffle vinaigrette in here. And this is a clean spoon.
That's a beautiful thing.
Back in the kitchen, Louis seasons up a 14-ounce aged ribeye. All of the steaks are aged in-house. The pastas are homemade from scratch.
Have you been a chef your whole life?
I have. I started off making pizza when I was a kid, and I worked my way up through the ranks of the kitchen. Never went to school, so I had no formal training. I just had a passion and desire, and I just love food.
At the table, we sample that 14-ounce ribeye with roasted garlic.
It kind of melts in your mouth.
Yeah, you would think such a thick steak, it's going to take me a while to talk, but I basically was able to do it right away because it's so tender and delicious.
I mean, this is an incredible piece of steak.
The rigatoni bolognese made with chuck roll and ground veal is mouth-watering.
You get the texture of the chuck roll. You have the ground veal, the nice texture of the homemade pasta.
And it's al dente, which is I love. There's a sweetness of it with the meat, and the sauce is just to die for. I mean, you can get some bread and just soften that up.
We'll end on that terrific tartare and the homemade pulled mozzarella served at the festival this year.
So that mozzarella is just, the texture is perfect. Why is that? Is it just the way how cold it was?
Yeah, you gotta, you don't want to over pull it, you don't want to under pull it, you want to get it to the right consistency so it's creamy and the texture is soft.
Louis Bassi, a true Italian gem in the heart of Fort Lauderdale, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner, and brunch on weekends.
Lisa Petrillo, CBS 4 News.
Looks great. Louis Bassi is located at 1032 East Las Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale. And if you're hungry for more of the taste of the town, check out Lisa's Digital Bites. Find our exclusive web series in the entertainment section of CBSMiami.com. And that's our news for now. You can always find us at CBSMiami.com and tune in to CBS 4 News at 5, 6, 7, and 11 for all the day's important headlines.